Greetings, everyone. Tarot from the Divine here with the Lights and Shadows reading for July the 3rd. So, the Moral Guardian for the 3rd, and the reason I have these sets of cards out here is this set tells me who the guardians are for a specific day. Okay? For July 3rd, who the guardians are. And the guardians and the servants. Okay? Or the lights and the shadows. Okay, and then I can break it down into the individual cards for each, and then the tarot card that corresponds to each light card and each shadow card. So that's why I have 3 different sets of cards out here. So the Moral Guardian or the Moral Light, the light side tries to direct you to, the lighter side of life, the better things in life, tries to keep you from going down the dark path. Now, that's a little different than the left-hand path, and we're not going to get into that, but they're trying to keep you from doing things that will get you sent to, that will cause you to have bad judgment when you pass on into the next life. Some people believe it's sent to hell or whatever, but to go to a different realm where you are punished versus where you are rewarded. Okay, so think of this as rewards and punishments, lights and darks, angels and demons, however you want to think of it. Okay, so the moral light that is assigned to people born on July 3rd, and happy birthday if today is your birthday, is Lehahaya. Now, Lehahaya will be here through July the 7th, I believe, yes. And Lehahaya commands obedience or causes obedience. Now, these are lessons that, they are charged to teach the people that they are guardians for. Okay, obedience. They cause harmony and peace, and they can calm anger in anyone. They are associated. He is associated with the King of Pentacles. So Pentacles is money, material possessions, career, and health. Kings are results and practicality. People born under this angel will become famous through their talents and actions, will have the confidence and favor of leaders. This angel can be called upon to fight against anger and rules over leaders and crowned heads. So an influential spirit, but the lessons, sometimes your personality isn't about obedience, and sometimes you don't want to be famous, and so these lessons, they make it sound all sweetness and light, and it's not. These are lessons that you are to learn throughout your life. And obedience, maybe you don't like to obey. Maybe you're one of those souls that you're a free spirit and you don't want to listen to anybody and you don't want to obey. Well, this being is going to give you lessons to test you and see how well you do. And you're going to be prosperous, but when you're famous and all of that, you do have to obey by rules. You do have to follow certain guidelines. Otherwise, you could be famous for all the wrong reasons. These people can be a visionary. They can have a plan. Their relationships can be secure. They have firm boundaries. and they can be protectors. Now, the shadow side of this that is going to be challenging you and challenging how your light side can give you the lesson, because light side has to give you this lesson, and then the dark side is going to challenge you and try and get you to stray from this light side, is Furfur. And Furfur, represented by the Ten of Cups in the tarot, and the 10 is completion and fulfillment, and Cups is emotions, relationships, and spiritual matters. Furfur will bring war and strife, even though he can create love between man and woman. He can create thunder and great storms and gives answers on divine secrets. But he can bring war and strife to any of these lessons and just cause general problems. And the Ten of Cups in the reverse would be family issues, disruption of routine, failed plans, miscommunication, temporary miscommunication. So, and that's his job. And you can think of the shadow side. Sometimes they come in the form of karmics, karmic friends, karmic lovers, karmic family, karmic bosses, karmic co-workers. So, they're just here to throw a monkey wrench in all the plans. And then your physical, and so this is moral. So this is, how you think, the way you process things. And then it comes out in your actions, which is your physical. And let's see here. The light is Yael, and brings fame and renown. And didn't I say that you can, will become famous through their talents? So Lahahaya and Yael work together to bring you fame and renown, but make sure that it's the kind of fame that is what people would call positive or negative. That's energy. So we have the Three of Cups is representing Yael, and Cups is emotions, relationships, and spiritual matters. And Yael can protect against tempests and shipwrecks. They influence commerce, voyages, and great discoveries. And they are your physical guardian from the 3rd to the 7th. So we're going to have Yael from today through the 7th. We're also going to have Ipos. And Ipos is represented by the Two of Wands. And twos are partnerships and balance. And wands is goals, creativity, and balance. Can tell of the past and the future. Can make one intelligent and bold. And they can challenge voyages and travel by sea, which Yael, voyages and great discoveries. So they can, if you plan a trip, you can probably expect Ipos to show up and, bring problems for voyages and travel by sea. Makes one intelligent and bold. So they can make you intelligent. You're very, very smart. You're planning your trip. And bold. You're going to be bold and say where you're going to go and what you're going to do and make the plans. And then Ipos is going to step in and play Murphy's Law. Let's see here. The Three of Cups under Yael. Yeah, it's friendship, community, parties and reunions. There can be some problems with indulgence, abundance, and you may need physical or emotional healing, or you may be a physical or an emotional healer. And then the page, or the Two of Wands in the reverse, misplaced trust. So you may, if you do a travel company, make sure you research them. An unreliable partner, people around you not listening. So, miscommunication, which is over here in the morals. You may have miscommunication, and so then they won't listen to what you want, and you may end up with travel plans different than what you planned. So anyway, that is sort of how it works. Thank you all for being here. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Share with your friends and family. And hey, until next time, have a great day.